Welcome once more, great people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. There is something I want to discuss with all of us today. But before I go into discussing that, I want to show you some things. What I want to discuss today is about the propaganda and lies that some of those people under the DOS, like Emeka Gift and the rest, are pushing against the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And it is very pertinent that we try to come online from time to time to quash all these lies that they are peddling against the Prime Minister. Now, they are not doing it directly. They are trying to indirectly reposition the minds of people, the minds of Biafra. But we are going to continue to quash all their lies because they are eating fat from the pockets and the tables of these politicians. Now, before I go further to tell you what I want to tell you, you see this video. I want you to just watch this video carefully and listen to everything that this man has to say in this video. This will give you a hint to what you need to know about fighting for freedom, and then from this it will serve as a kind of base to whatever I'll be discussing today. Now let's listen to him.
But I take it then you support the freedom-loving attempts of the peaceful marchers in Alabama and these places.
You don't get freedom peacefully. Freedom is never safeguarded peacefully. Anyone who is depriving you of freedom isn't deserving of a peaceful approach by the ones who are being deprived of their freedom.
Now, you have just listened to what this man said. This thing happened many years ago in Alabama. You've just listened to what this white man said. He was asked by the reporter, so you support the peaceful movement, the peaceful march of the people who are interested in freedom? And he responded that you cannot get freedom in a peaceful manner. You cannot be peaceful when the people who are against you are not peaceful. That is the situation of this country today. You cannot claim to want to get freedom from a very evil country like Nigeria by peaceful means when they are using every evil means possible to put you to the ground. You yourself, who is looking for freedom, is now trying to go through peaceful means. What kind of peaceful means are you going through? You will never get that freedom you are looking for in that peaceful way. That is what this man is trying to say, and that is what he has said. Now, why did I bring this up? I am going to show you some tweets made by Emeka Gift, who happens to be the top man of the DOS. Those of you who support DOS, who think that they are doing something for you, I want you to listen and reason with me in this direction. See what the people who support your DOS are saying. Then you try to reason with how other people are reasoning. Other people from the world are reasoning to know how to get their freedom. Then you will ask yourself if these things these people are doing will lead you to your freedom or not. Now listen to what Emeka Gift posted. Now this is what Emeka Gift posted. He said, are you aware that when Southeast was rated the most peaceful place in Nigeria, many politicians were not happy. Hence they planned how to destroy our region with insecurity. Be listening, and you are going to know the direction this man is going to. He now said, what is going on in Southeast is political. Artificial insecurity with manipulation. Artificial insecurity with manipulation. He now went further to say, since is far from you, this guy, I don't even understand the kind of English he's trying to construct. You will think you are fighting for Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu. The government knew that releasing Nnamdi Kanu will end the insecurity. Hence, they refused to free him, thereby funding and sponsoring insecurity to destabilize our region. He went further to say, some of our people stupidly and stupidly are dancing to the music of the government, thinking they are fighting for freedom. The obvious truth is that you are clapping for your political enemies while they destroy your people and your region. Biafra quest needs strategic approach without destruction of our people. Now, when he said this, some Biafrans quickly responded to him, and I love the response of many Biafrans. Now, listen to one of the responses from some Biafrans. He says, "So they asked you to start eating yourself way before the colonials arrived." Another one says, "If you are not senseless and empty brain, you would have remembered that your years of dancing on the street with flags hasn't yielded anything. Rather, it brought death to our people, while criminals like you are somewhere feeding fat on our people's misery. That era is gone. That era is gone." This is some of the responses from the... I will show you more responses, but then I want to let you know that what he is trying to say indirectly, Emeka Gift, is that the activities of the Biafra government and Simon Ekpa by fighting against the government and the military is as a result of the actions of the government, that there are some government officials who are sponsoring him to destabilize the region. So the government officials are sponsoring him to destabilize the regions by buying soldiers and police people. Is that even reasonable? Is that even logical? But they want to make their agenda. They want to push the agenda. Their agenda must agenda. That is their plan. Now I want you to listen to another comment from another Biafran, so that you are going to know how Biafrans are tackling these people, but they don't want to use their senses. They don't want to think right. Now listen to this. So when he made all those posts, someone went ahead. Another person said, "Can someone ask Emeka Gift, why was Operation Python Dance 1, 2, and 3 were used to buy Southeast youth? Why was Operation 1, 2, 3 used to buy Southeast youth?" Another question he asked was there a war then? He now went further to ask another question. Was Nnamdi Kanu in prison then? He now asked again, was Simon Ekpa an IPOB member then? He now asked again, the real agent of Nigeria is Emeka Gift and his co-plotters. They are anti-Biafra freedom. Another person said the buying and Python dance was what? These are questions that Biafrans are asking Emeka Gift. They will not answer these questions, and they will not want to, think twice and tell themselves the truth. They are going... Now, there's something I saw on Emeka's Gift page, and I laughed. And I said these people are clueless, and no sensible Biafran should even follow them. Now, watch. After I went through his page, this was what I saw. Do you believe that these people are now asking AI, artificial intelligence, on the best way to achieve Biafra, the best way to get Biafra? You can imagine that madness. Now listen to what he posted. He said, "Today I approached AI to inquire the best approach to restore Biafra. Below are some tips it provided. The best strategy to pursue self-determination for Biafran people involves a multifaceted approach." No, I don't want to go further to reading the whole thing, but I want you to see the level of confusion that these people are faced with. You do not have any direction, you do not have any goals, you do not have any, plan. All you are doing now is to go to AI and ask how to achieve Biafra. AI in this 21st century, AI on how to achieve Biafra. So AI will now become human to reason and understand what kind of situation you are in, to reason and understand what kind of government oppression you are facing, to reason and understand how best for you to implement certain things for the betterment of your people and the liberation of your people. AI is going to do that for you. You see, these are the ignorant ones who come to make Biafrans, and they claim they are fighting for freedom. It was only Nnamdi Kanu doing everything, and all they do was to discourage him, collect money from politicians, and try to change whatever good thing he wants to do, and change it in the betterment of the politicians. And that is why the politicians are singing their praises today. Ask these people, if any politician is singing your praise as a freedom fighter, you are doing absolutely nothing. You are wrong. No oppressor should sing your praise as a freedom fighter. If you are fighting for the freedom of your people and the government of that day, the oppressors are singing your praise, that means you are doing absolutely nothing. And that is the situation of the people who stand by DOS and all these Chikoto Iguano people. They continue to do whatever they do in line with what their oppressor wants. And that is why their oppressor continues to praise them and continues to fight against Simon Ekpa and fight against Nnamdi Kanu and fight against every true Biafran. But you see those ones who the government and the politicians are in support of, they are making no meaningful progress. No meaningful progress. It is always Biafra first.